Hey, what's going on, everybody? 757 News Series back with another 1/400 scale model unboxing, and this time it is the brand new NG models Alaska Airlines 787-9 in their global livery, and as well, this one is the Ultimate Collector Series version of it. I am super happy to have this one. I was really excited to get this. Kind of a quick backstory how I did get this one. I had enough of the customer rewards points, and then they were giving out a free batch of 20 of these. I believe it was 20, and I was lucky enough to get my hands on it quick enough. So this one's kind of nice. This is a reward point version of this. Obviously, it's the same one as you would buy, but it's pretty cool that I essentially got this one for free. Well, not technically free because I had to buy planes to get the points, but technically, yes, this is free. So really, really happy to have this, but again, really cool box just to start off with. Obviously, you have the Northern Lights all along the box here. You got the registration November 784 Hotel Alpha, and obviously, yes, these are ex-Hawaiian Airlines aircraft. All that sucks to see. The 787 is no longer with Hawaiian, but you know what? This thing is really cool. I've seen it in person last month in Seattle, and a couple times taken off out of Honolulu, seeing it from the balcony from the hotel. Just such a really, really nice looking livery. I think Alaska really did a good job on this one. And then on the back here, you have more of the Northern Lights here as well. So again, this is honestly, truly one of my favorite liveries out there right now. It's just everything about it is just awesome looking. The tail, I mean, even the titles on it, they just did a really good job on it. So it has, again, more luxurious box than this one. It's got that magnetic flap right here, and then on the inside you have the image of the aircraft, first 787 wide-body aircraft in the new global livery, and then you have the aircraft in here. Now, obviously, this does include a stand, but I have the stand already out right here, and then it would also come in another plastic case. But just for simplicity, I'm just keeping the aircraft in here and already unboxed the stand, because the box is a little, I don't want to say the hardest thing to get out, but it's a little wonky to get this thing out. But normal NG all plastic case, I guess you could say. Then get the aircraft out here for you all. And here it is, looking absolutely incredible. So we're going to go ahead and get everything boxed up here, and then we're going to go ahead and get some close-ups here for you all. All right, everybody, now that we have everything unboxed, let's go ahead and take a look up close at this aircraft. So just from looking at it, it's pretty darn stunning already looking. I think NG did a really good job on it. The one thing I was a little worried about in the photos was the green on the engines were a little bright, but it seems like NG always oversaturates the images on their Instagram and their photos that they do. So it looks pretty correct in my opinion from the real life model. So zooming in at the front, you got the Boeing logo up there. Then I believe they changed it to Proudly Boeing, not Proudly All Boeing, because again, the Hawaiian 330s and A321 Neos. But Proudly Boeing at the front. Then you have the Alaska titles, your forward boarding door, and as well as your L2 boarding door. Then your classic 787 engines with those chevrons on the back. And then you have that tail that looks absolutely incredible with the Northern Lights. Again, I just think NG just did a fantastic job on the representation of this. It just looks awesome. Once again, you have your registration, November 784 Hotel Alpha. And then we'll do a quick heads-on view of the aircraft. Again, it's flawless. This thing's just perfect, truly. Other side, again, the Boeing logo with the Proudly Boeing. Alaska titles with your forward cargo bin door. And then you have your aft cargo bin door. And again, once again, the incredible looking tail back there. So flip it to the belly of the aircraft. You got your ram air turbine in there as well. I actually just noticed that they have a stand hole there, even though in reality this thing kind of doesn't need it because of the stand, which we'll demonstrate. I kind of like the way that NG does it with their branded stands. It's kind of cool in my personal opinion. But then you have your nose gear doors, main gear doors, your rat that pops out there if you lose all electricity, and then you have your APU right there. So again, really, really nice model that NG did on this. I was thinking of also getting the Gemini version of this, but I wound up saying, well, I guess I really only need one for the Honolulu airport that I'm going to be doing. There's really no need to get two because, again, Alaska's using these 787s on their Asian routes that they're doing out of Seattle, like Seoul and Tokyo. Even I believe Tokyo's on the 330 right now, but eventually we'll be going to the 787, and then they're doing Rome and London right now on their 787s. And obviously, you're going to see a lot more destinations on these 787s come out more as they get more of them. But real quick, I do want to put this thing on a stand. So again, really nice all-metal stand that NG has with this thing. So again, I kind of like the way that it functions with this. You kind of just slide it in the back here, and then it kind of just like hooks onto the wings. And I think it actually looks really nice like that. If you want to use the Gemini stand, I guess you can use it with it as well because it does have that function with the stand hole. But obviously, I'm just going to use the NG one that it has with it. So again, really cool, and just again, really glad to have the Ultimate Collector version of this. I was supposed to have the Ultimate Collector version with the American 777-300 with the 100th anniversary livery, but a little bit of a mix-up. But again, I'll thank Wildcat for giving me that discount on it, so I thank them very much for that. But again, still happy to have that American one. But again, really wanted the Ultimate Collector series with this one though. But obviously, go through quick detail about Alaska Airlines. Hubs in Anchorage, LA, Portland, San Diego, San Francisco, and their main hub in Seattle, Tacoma, with a focus city in Boise. And obviously, we care about the 787 stats right now. Again, obviously, these 787s came from Hawaiian Airlines. It's a shame that Hawaiian doesn't have them anymore. I wish I was able to see a Hawaiian 787, and sucks because I was supposed to fly on a Hawaiian 787, but everything got changed. Flew out to Seattle on an Alaska Max 8, then was supposed to fly on a Hawaiian 330, wound up being on a Alaska 900. Then on the way back was supposed to be a Hawaiian 78. That wound up being a Hawaiian 330, and then a Max 9 back to I almost said Philly, back to Minneapolis. So I wish I was able to fly on one of these things, but hopefully sometime in the future I can. So currently they have 5 in service right now, with 7 more on order. They have 34 business class seats with 79 premium economy with 187 regular for a total of 300 seats. I believe they still have the Hawaiian interior, at least on 4 of them, because 4 of their Hawaiian 787s were delivered, and then they got repainted and transferred, and then they had a new 787 get delivered to them. So again, they have 5 in service with 7 more on order, and then they also have 5 of the 787-10s on order, which are going to be delivered from 2028. So it would be really cool if NG would make a 787-10, because I'd definitely pick one of those up. Because fingers crossed they would send that to Hawaii, which would be really cool. But yeah, I think that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this one. Again, really, really cool model that NG did. Again, still may consider getting the Gemini version of it, but really want to get the NG one. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for some more videos coming out soon, and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye.